In this episode of The Traveling Queen, we're going to visit the North Carolina Zoo, located in Asheboro, North Carolina. Asheboro, not to be confused with Asheville, which is in the North Carolina mountains, sits about an hour and a half west of Raleigh and about 2.5 hours northeast of Charlotte. The zoo is located in the southeast area of Asheboro, and if you're making a weekend trip of it, it's about 30 minutes north of the Uwharrie National Forest, which has some great hiking trails. As you're driving in, don't forget to stop and take the obligatory group photo in front of the North Carolina Zoo sign. Let's talk about purchasing tickets. So the entry fee for adults is $15, which is pretty reasonable for all that you'll get to see. There are discounts for senior and military. There's a reduced rate for children, and children under 2 are always free. You can visit nczoo.org and purchase tickets ahead of your visit. This will save you some time, as the line for the pre-purchased tickets was a lot shorter than the general admission line. The North Carolina Zoo is open 363 days a year, only being closed on Thanksgiving and Christmas. From April through October, the hours are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and from November through March, it's 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The last ticket sale is an hour before closing. The zoo is home to 1,700 animals of more than 250 species, representing both Africa and North America, and currently under construction is the continent of Asia. Parking is free and is available at the North America entrance year-round. The Africa entrance is open on weekends only, with parking from March through October. Once you get inside the park, there is a free tram shuttle service that you can take. They have both open air and closed vehicles that they use. I've always preferred the open air models. There are stops at North America, at Africa, and also in the middle of the zoo at the junction. On my most recent visit, it also looks like they're planning to have a tram stop at the Asia exhibits as well. There's a lot of other really fun features at the North Carolina Zoo. On the North America side, there's the Kids Zone that features obstacles and other fun activities for young children. On the Africa side, there's a rope course that even the biggest of kids would enjoy doing. On my last visit to the North Carolina Zoo, it was an unseasonably warm day in early March, and so I think every family in North Carolina with young children decided also to visit the zoo, so it was pretty crowded. So expect crowds. It is going to be a test of your patience, especially as the day goes on and the young children get tired. So when I went, and like I said, it was crowded, everybody had decided to stop at the North America tram, and so the line was all the way out to the main trail. I figured since it was such a gorgeous day, I was going to get my steps in. North Carolina Zoo has about 5 miles of trails, and so I think I did almost 10 miles throughout the day with how much I walked. So I walked all the way over to the Africa side. Once I was over to there, I hung to the far right of the trails and hit the baboons, and then the grasslands, circled around the bottom, came back up on the left side where the lions are, hit the gorillas, and then started making my way through Junction and back over to the North America side with just a little pop-offs to see the exhibits. One thing that should be mentioned as well about the North Carolina Zoo terrain. So both the North America and the Africa sides are the low points of the zoo, and when you hit the middle up around just before the junction area coming from the North America side, that's going to be the high point. What a lot of people choose to do is take the tram from North America up to Junction, and then they'll walk downhill to hit the Africa exhibits. And then they'll take the tram from there back up to Junction, and then again walk downhill towards the North America side. But it's up to you how you want to do it. Like I said, when I did it, I wanted to get my steps in. It was a gorgeous day, and so I chose to walk the entire zoo, and I didn't use the tram at all. On my most recent visit, I didn't snap pictures of all the animals. I feel like you should be surprised and in awe and seeing some things for the first time maybe when you get there. But here's a few pictures of some that I did see. Hope you enjoy. elephant was truly a magnificent sight to see. So the zookeeper was there feeding them sweet potatoes, and he was telling us that this is the oldest, I'm sorry, no, not, yes, the oldest bull elephant in a U.S. zoo. He's currently 50 years old, and he weighs in at 11,000 pounds. walking around down, I had worked up quite an appetite, and so it's time for me to go grab lunch. I hope you enjoyed this little short video about the North Carolina Zoo, and if you liked what you see, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Happy traveling!